What is going on, guys? My name is Diego. This is D Spot here with El Clásico Real Madrid versus Fútbol Club Barcelona match preview. El Gran Clásico going to happen tomorrow, of course. Today, Friday, however, I'm here to talk to you guys about the preview, prognosticos. What do I think is going to happen? Who is the favorite? What formation are we going to play? That is one I'm going to talk about. If you're here joining me from the platform of Barça Blaugranes, I was just on Barça Blaugranes and I told you guys, jump over to my YouTube channel to continue the discussion. And I'm going to be talking to a very special guest, Kian Sobani of Managing Madrid. Then welcome to the platform. Thank you for making the jump over. A little thing I wanted to note, and that is the reason why I'm going live now. Kian is still in the press conference talking to Zinedine Zidane about his prognosticos, his thoughts on tomorrow's match. So he's going to be joining a little bit later. And as well, what I wanted to note is that because of technical issues that I hadn't actually anticipated, should have probably thought about that, but I'm not able to record live. So what I'm going to do is once Kian tells me that he's ready to do the show, I'm going to be finishing this. I'm going to be recording my conversation with him and uploading that immediately onto the YouTube channel, onto my YouTube channel, onto D-Spot, the best place for La Liga action. And of course, bringing you closer to the Barça action than any YouTube channel out there. In case you're wondering why I'm wearing the Dutch shirt, it's because I woke up today, I was like, I feel like wearing a little some orange. Check this out. But you can't do that, huh? Bet you can't do that. That is why YouTube is amazing. To see presenters doing the flexing of the chase. Alright? No, in all seriousness though, who do I think is favorite for tomorrow? Well, the question of all questions every 6 months that anybody would ask is who comes in the best shape. That is right now a question that I think is impossible to answer. Even though Ashutosh is saying Fútbol Club Barcelona, he is 100% certain that Barça is the favorite. As Fanuel is saying, hey Diego, nice Canva-based shirt. Hup Holland, hup. Ja, gast. Come on, Holland. Go back to the good old days where we were also respected and admired internationally. Barat is saying Real Madrid is favorite, and I will agree with Barat. Why do I think Real Madrid is favorite? Okay, guys, let's take this step by step, okay? Real Madrid, first of all, any time a day in a Clásico, you have to put favorite the team that is playing at home. Home advantage for Clásicos have proven to be an important factor and not always the determining factor. That is true, but an important one nonetheless. Regardless of the fact of in what state, in what condition any team approaches the Clásico, el Clásico es un Clásico. Un Clásico es un Clásico donde nunca puedes prognosticar. It's impossible to say who's going to win a Clásico at any moment in time, and perhaps now more than ever. Why? Madrid's coming off winning the Mundialito. It's true that their gameplay has left a lot to desire. It's true that their gameplay, has left a lot of people wondering what exactly happened, what is going wrong with this team to be 11 points clear, to be 11 points behind of Fútbol Club Barcelona. Why in the Supercopa was Madrid the big favorite? Why had they seen such a dip in their form? Is Real Madrid really 11 points behind because they are 11 points worse than Barça? Do you understand what I'm saying? No, I don't think so. I don't think the La Liga table right now is a real reflection of the quality of his team. Don't get this twisted, guys. Real Madrid still has a lot of individual talent in their team. Their squad is jam-packed with players who at any moment in time individually can destroy this match. In particular, in a match that is so highly charged with emotions, that is a Clásico. Emotions is usually what determines this match. And Real Madrid is desperate. Real Madrid is in need of points in order to not fall 14 points behind La Liga leaders, Fútbol Club Barcelona. They will come out guns blazing, aggressive, desperate to be snatching this Clásico. Because if they don't, entiérralos, okay, it's game over for the guys. I'm sorry, but no team in history has ever made a comeback of 14 points clear. Yes, I know they still have a game in hand, yet those 14 points would be an absolute mountain to climb, even for a club that likes Real Madrid. So they are going to be coming out guns blazing. Their motivation could not be any higher, especially after having won El Mundialito, playing at home in front of their fans, Ronaldo having just won El Balón de Oro, him being, again, the decisive player, this detrimental player, this determined player that is not only determined to win matches but win trophies for his club. They're going to be absolutely coming out with the knife between the teeth. Garra hombre is what is the mindset that I expect of a club the likes of Real Madrid. So, as I quickly want to take this question, I see Johnny Carlos saying, I mean, think about it. Last time we lost the El Clásico in La Liga was in the Camp Nou. Johnny Carlos bringing up a good point. The Supercopa. El Supercopa. The Supercopa where Real Madrid apparently completely dominated us, completely annihilated us. Piqué even saying, ¿Qué baño nos ha dado? ¿Qué baño? O sea, on aggregate, 5-1, you have to say Madrid was then the clear deserved winner. However, can I mention that during that time, we lost Neymar and Valverde had just come in. Give the guy a little bit of time. Look at what happened. Barça is playing a very pragmatic but solid type of football that has allowed us to be undefeated so far. Undefeated in La Liga, sitting pretty at the top, even 11 points clear of our arch enemy, our main rivals, Real Madrid. So, you know, at that time, I think a lot was going on in the Barça side. Real Madrid, of course, having won that Supercopa against Man U at that time. They were, you know, champion. They won the Champions League. They won the La Liga. They were an absolutely fantastic side. Don't get, you know, I'm not twisting my words in any sort of the way. They were deserved winners at the time. However, also there, the same way that I'm saying that these 11 points right now that Barça is clear of Real Madrid are not a real reflection of the way the teams are. The same could be said at that time. The Supercopa, the 5-1 was not a clear reflection of the exact difference between the two teams, because regardless of Asensio playing very well those games, and he's still a fantastic player. You know, again, Barça needed to make a lot of adjustments at that time. And, you know, after losing 3-1 in El Camp Nou, which was, I mean, that match, the 3-1 was not a real reflection of the way that game was played. That game should have been tied, you know, if you ask me. And then, of course, Valverde forced to try to make an attempt at remontar, una gran remontada in the Bernabeu, had to play very offensive, 3 in the back, 5 in the middle. So, and you know, losing 2-0 in the Bernabeu is not scandalous. It wasn't good for us, obviously, but it wasn't, no era un baño the way Piqué put it out to be, in my opinion. I don't think Real Madrid dominated us that much for us to have been so depressed afterwards and everything. But anyway, regardless, Barça, we're playing pragmatic. I say it every goddamn week. Pragmatic, very solid in the defense, not brilliant type of football. So what do I expect? I expect Barça to come out not to lose this match. I'm going to get to your questions, so keep filling them in. Don't, you know, stay with me, guys. What's up, Harry Potter? So what do I expect? And you guys that follow me on Twitter at This Is D-Spot will know that I said I'm hopeful for a 4-3-3 formation, which would see Sergi Roberto or Luis Suarez or Denis Suarez join Luis Suarez and Leo Messi. That is what I hope. Official news saying shit, I'm late. No, don't you worry, my friend. We're just getting into the juicy part now, okay? It's just getting juicy. By the way, for those who are just joining in the chat, I'm going to be joined by Kian of Managing Madrid to have a little 1-2 debate with our arch enemy. What are we going to do? Who's going to win this? That is what I'm going to be talking about. Plus, the guy's been talking mad shit about me and all of us culés on the Managing Madrid podcast. Don't think I haven't been hearing it. Don't think I've been hearing it. I have heard it, and I'm going to address the issue with Kian. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be right after this. I have to record it, and then I'm going to be uploading it. So again, subscribe to my YouTube channel and activate the notifications so you can be notified once that video goes up. Back to what I was saying. I'm going to be quick here, guys, because I want to take to your questions, but I got a lot on my mind. I got a lot to say. So Barça 4-3-3 is what I hoped, is what I've been talking about. Sergio Roberto joining Luis Suarez, joining Messi would be amazing. I know a lot of you guys brought up the point that they're not real, they're no real wingers. So that is true. I agree. Luis Suarez or Denis Suarez could be a good option. If you want to have a real winger in that sense, up at the top three, has always brought results. You guys know by now that I'm a huge Denis Suarez fan. So I would love to even see Denis Suarez being given that responsibility to join up the front three. What I do expect, however, what I will expect is Valverde to go pragmatic, to play to play not to lose, basically. So a draw is a good result. Let's be honest as well, guys. A draw is a good result. I will get into that why. What do I expect? I expect Valverde to come out with a 4-3-1-2. The same kind of formation that has brought us good results in the Wanda Metropolitano, that brought us good results against Juve, that has brought us good results in El Mestalla. Okay? That is what I agree. Who will make up the back three? Jordi Alba, Pique, Vermaelen, not Mascherano, Vermaelen, and Sergi Roberto. I know we all want to see Semedo, okay? Tell me one person, I haven't seen him yet, but besides Valverde or Luis Enrique last year for the matter, but one person that would rather see Sergi Roberto than Semedo in the back. I'm not going to disagree with you. He's been doing a good job. But for me, I still am puzzled and perplexed why Sergio Roberto is being put in that position where Semedo should be playing. And has been playing well. He's not always been, I think, the last two matches, he's certainly seen a dip in his form. So is he being punished for some reason? Is something going on that we don't know behind the scenes? I don't know. But I would like to see Semedo go back to that position where I think he's more ups than downs. So, but it's not going to happen. Sergio Roberto, Vermaelen, Pique, Jordi Alba will be the back four. Who will be joining him at the top? The mid three will be made up of Busi, Rakitic, Iniesta. No doubt about it. Our three midfielders solid midfielders that have been playing fantastic football. Raki obviously having his ups and downs, but Busi and Iniesta in particular, back to his best form of old. Expect him to be all on the pitch tomorrow. Paulinho. I expect Paulinho to be playing behind Luis Suarez and Leo Messi. I think that is what Andre Gomez has done that position in the past. Could be an option. I think it's too risky in case he fucks up, basically. And, things go tits up. It will be the end of Andre Gomez if it is not already. But he wasn't too bad. He wasn't too bad in the past few matches that he played up there. I expect Paulinho to be playing that position, though. Of course, Paulinho, one of our top scorers and one of our saviors this month. So that's what I expect. 4-3-1-2. Messi and Luis Suarez. Do I need to say it? Of course, up top. Why do I think this is going to happen? Because Valverde doesn't want to lose this match. 11 points. If we can, the kickoff is at 1. If at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we can still be 11 points clear of Real Madrid. Guys, that is a win. Don't even get it twisted. I know that Atletico can move up to, 4 points clear or behind us. But that is a win, guys. We have already played Atletico de Madrid in the Wanda Metropolitano. That is behind us. We've played Juve away. We've played Valencia away. We've played Villarreal away. A lot of big matches. We played Bernabeu away at that point. A lot of big matches that we've played already away. That second half of the season, all those matches will be played at our home soil. Okay? So that is why I think that a draw is a good result. Playing Atletico at home in the Camp Nou, I'm always going to see us favorites, playing at home, and regardless who we play. So make no mistake, that is the formation. Playing not to lose, I think a draw would be a good result. Could we get a win? Yes. Could Real Madrid get a win? Of course, at any time they can get a win. They're so strong. Expect Carvajal and Marcelo to be crossing that ball into the box like crazy. Expect Ronaldo to be jumping higher than ever before. Expect Bale to, if not starting, at least get plenty of minutes because that aerial threat of Madrid is also real. By the way, somebody mentioned to me that Ronaldo has been practicing alone. I don't know. We're going to talk to Kian very shortly to get the latest on Cristiano Ronaldo. Is he not 100% fit? Oh, yeah. All right, guys. Let me get to your questions. Officially saying, D, when you start to record, what mentality do you have? I would break down. What do you mean? Record these I don't know, man. I just get caught up in the moment, man. I get caught up in the passion, bro. It's the passion. It's the love for the club. It's the love for D-Spot. You know, that's what I do, man. That is what I do. That is what I love to do. And that's what I hope to be doing full-time very shortly. Gonna get paid for this, baby. Gotta get paid for this one day. All right, Fanuel saying, how do you want Semedo to adapt and gel with Messi if you don't play him regularly? Everybody is saying he needs time, but if you keep him on the bench... Look, I agree. Don't twist my words up, Fanuel. I agree with you. I said that I hope that Semedo plays. I don't expect him to play. I want to know about Arda Turan. Why you want to talk about Arda Turan, man? We got the Clásico coming up, man. Arda Turan is gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's still there, but he's gone. He's not going to play. Honestly, I cannot answer your question right now. I don't know where he's going to go, when he's going to go, but I expect him to go to Turkey soon. Hopefully in the winter. Johnny saying, Landov, exactly, Semedo is getting fucked over. Yup. Ashutosh is saying, we have to be aware of Ramos in the last minutes. Always, always. Ter Stegen saying, I regret and I feel guilty for letting in that last minute goal last season. I agree with you, Mark. Learn from your mistakes, buddy. Don't let it happen again. Although Ramos not exactly being that important minute Ramos factor that he was last season. Harry Potter saying, we need Semedo without Umtiti. We lost so much pace at the back. Semedo can play a key role at stopping Ronaldo, possibly Bale, and possibly Bale as well. Johnny Carlos, why I say this is because Semedo is great creatively with Portugal and Benfica. Agreed, guys. Blaugrana saying, I would really like to see Nelson Semedo in the right back and Sergio Roberto in the mid in front of him. Absolutely. Johnny Carlos is saying Semedo is not as effective offensively, but Roberto, but I think that will come with time when Semedo adapts more and has more chemistry with the likes of Messi. So he's had moments where he, showed that he's perfectly capable of filling the boots even. And I said that. I compared him to Dani Alves, man. I said it. And then he had moments where he didn't do that. And yes, Sergio Roberto certainly has that moment. It's been drilled into him from an early age, coming from La Masia. So he is capable of doing that. But when you see him move into the midfield, he becomes a different player. And you see that, it's what's very interesting is to see players that play in their natural position and really shine. And then when they don't, it's a different player. Often when we talk about Coutinho coming, when we talk about Seri coming, Artur, and you guys are all of you guys, your knowledge of football, I tip my hat off. You guys are very well versed and knowledge when it comes to this game of football. And you guys see that Coutinho is not necessarily a perfect fit, a Barça fit. Whereas the likes of Artur and Seri certainly is. And why? It's because of the way the system that Barça has been playing for this last few years, especially under Guardiola, of course, this possession type football, this slow attacking build up, looking for the right passes at the right time, not necessarily a fast paced counter attacking style whatsoever. So when you look for futbolistas, for football players of those kind of with those kind of características, with those kind of with those kind of qualities, you look more for a player like Artur than Coutinho. And the same I would say would be for Sergio Roberto. Sergio Roberto could be perfectly playing in that midfield, and when he does, the boy shines. He's not. He's playing in a place where Semedo should be playing, and he's doing an okay job. He's doing a good job. He's certainly capable of filling the boots of Semedo, but I think he would just be a lot better and more effective in the midfield, even more so than Rakitic, who has been having a lot of ups and downs. Guys, up to 20 minutes. I'm going to make this short because I'm going to be uploading a video real soon. Let me scroll to the top. Ala Madrid saying, what's up, Diego? What's going on, Ala Madrid? Again, don't forget that I'm going to be talking to Kian Sobani of Managing Madrid right after this. I'm waiting for his call. The guy is talking to Zizou right now, over in Madrid. And he's going to call me afterwards to give us the latest. Johnny Carlos saying, Diego, I'm saying home advantage in El Clásico is bullshit. Last time we lost El Clásico in La Liga was in the Camp Nou. Last time Madrid lost El Clásico was in Madrid. Well, I wouldn't call it bullshit, but I think it's an absolutely important factor, one that you cannot underestimate at any moment in time. But what I said as well, and what I will reiterate for you, is that emotions is really what determine the game. I think both right now coming with a mentality that says, look, Barça saying we haven't lost the match, we haven't been allowing in a lot of goals, we can certainly win this game, but as long as we don't lose, then that is a really good result too. Madrid saying we absolutely need to win this game. So I think their pulse meter, their heart rates will be pumping a little bit harder. So that kind of emotion can either allow you to, the waves can be with you or against you. That can allow you to win a game, or it can allow you to be too nervous and of course lose a game. So we will see. But I'm saying pass him my message, Kian Balón de Oro. I'll let him know. Ashutosh saying, I agree, a draw is not a bad result. Absolutely. I've answered these questions. Any new questions? Tell Kian to tell Zizou not to start Benzema and play Asensio. What about Messi? What about Messi's message to Neymar Jr.? Muntasir is saying, yeah, that was, so I saw that. That was nice, right? That kind of, it was one of those moments where you go, damn, I wish you guys were still playing together. Damn, I wish Neymar was still playing with us. Damn, why did you got to go, Neymar? Why did you need to go? Couldn't you just have stayed and played with Leo? There was some emotion there in that message, and that was nice to see. But that's all in the past. Forget about it. All right, guys. I think I've answered most of your questions or all of your questions. If not, make sure you drop in your questions in the comment section afterwards. But subscribe to this channel and click that notification button, man. Click that notification button, because if you don't know when I'm uploading my video next. When the next video is coming up in an hour tops, and I'm going to be talking to Kian Sobani of Managing Madrid, the main man for SB Nation when it comes to all things Real Madrid related, and we're going to be talking to him about El Clásico. So I'm going to be getting inside information from the dude. You know him, of course, from the times when I do my podcast, Churros y Tácticas, with him. So that's it, guys. I'm going to be signing off here. Fanuel saying, I'm going to take the last questions, man. Do you think Dembélé will come on in as a sub? Oh, Dembélé, thank you. Dembélé, fully fit, could be playing, will not. No, he will not. Imagine him getting imagínate que se recae. O sea, imagine he refalls back from his injury. That's not going to happen, okay? The guy costs way too much money. The kid needs to rest this out. We are not desperate for these points at this moment in time. So don't expect Dembélé to play. Don't expect him to play. Officially saying, Johnny, is Gary Lineker in your PFP? All right. I'll let you guys joke it out, comment it out. Notifications activated, subscribe, share to this channel if you haven't already. Kian Sobani and me talking Clásico, more Clásico, right? In a couple minutes. Okay, so stay tuned. Peace. Eh? Eh?